Hey everybody, if you are looking for a townhouse in the Summerville, Charleston, South Carolina area, this video is going to be for you. Jeff went out and did a whole tour of just townhouse communities. So we're going to get into exactly where those communities are, what some of the amenities are, and if you stick around to the end, we're going to tell them which one has the best amenity, right?
Yeah, the best amenity by far of all the townhouses in the Charleston market.
Yep. And if this is your first time to the channel, my name is Mark. This is Jeff. We're with the Charleston Area Living Group, and we help people just like you buy, sell, invest, and relocate to the Charleston area. Don't forget to subscribe and tap that bell so that you can know all there is to know about the current Charleston market. So let's get into this video, Jeff. What is the first townhouse that you went to?
So before I even say that, I want to say that as soon as we started this video, I got this itch on my nose.
What?
Yeah, and I've been struggling to not itch my nose because we're doing the video. But
Go for it.
Is it okay?
Yeah, go for it.
Go ahead.
I was not going to be able to focus.
Now you made my eyebrow itch. Thanks.
We're trying to do this in one take. So if you see us, we're not picking our nose, I promise.
Promise, yeah.
All right, so the Charleston market, we've seen a big increase in the amount of townhouses in this market. A lot of the builders saw that they needed to provide housing at a little bit lower price, and the townhouse is a good option for that.
Yeah, it definitely solved the issue. It added a bunch more inventory.
Yeah. We've got 8-9 different neighborhoods here.
Yeah.
So first of all, I'm the one that went around and did all the videos.
That's why I said
it's
you.
Not, I know, but I'm saying it's not going to be as pretty as when you do it.
Oh,
You're
yes,
a much better videographer.
Well, we just don't have a drone of it. That's all.
Yeah, there's no drone. We don't let Jeff fly the drone.
No.
It doesn't happen.
No.
All right, so the first one I started was in Hampton Woods neighborhood. It's called Summers Bend. It's kind of down Dorchester Road, closer to North Charleston and Charleston, and it's an existing townhouse neighborhood. And then Hampton Woods came in and purchased some land there, and they've started building. But it's got a really nice, for a small community, a nice pool. It's right along the Ashley River.
That looked so nice.
It was beautiful. And I saw an alligator there. There's
Oh.
an alligator in one of the ponds. And beautiful walking trails along the river and like a fishing pier. It's a really nice neighborhood. And a lot of, actually, I think every one of these townhomes that I went to, these are all going to be 2-story townhomes.
Okay.
There's no single-story townhomes in this market right now that I went today. There are a few neighborhoods that do have that, but the vast majority of what we see are the 2 floors.
And a couple of them have master down that are still 2-story as well.
Some of them have master down, and they'll have another 1 or 2, usually 2 bedrooms upstairs. But these townhouses in this market, they range from probably on the low end. We've actually seen $180,000 townhouses. Would you say?
Yeah,
up
under
to
20.
Close to $500,000.
For sure, for sure. Now this one here with Hampton Woods, it's in North Charleston.
Yeah.
And like you said, it's along the Ashley River, which is a fantastic location, especially if you're going to be working at like Bosch or Boeing or down by the airport.
Yeah.
We have...
if you want to be down anywhere in Charleston. Yeah. And these are really, we only looked at townhouses from that's our farthest point close to the city, out here to Summerville, but there's lots more townhouse neighborhoods available.
For sure.
And at new and existing homes.
And our main reason for that is affordability, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
We wanted to be in that range where almost anybody could buy a townhouse. Yep.
Another neighborhood we went to was Branch Creek. There's no new construction on townhomes here. It's all existing homes, but I wanted to show it because I just think it's just such a beautiful neighborhood. They've got a little community park with a playground there, and there's
walking trails,
single-family homes and townhouses in this neighborhood.
I love the way they intertwined the townhomes with the single-family homes.
Yep.
So it really looks like a true community, like they belong there.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
When you look at it, it makes sense. It's not like it was an afterthought. It's at the beginning of the neighborhood. It's very nice. But that location there in Summerville,
key, right?
Super. Yeah. Right close to everything in Summerville. You're over in Hutchison Square in probably 5 minutes.
And the other thing about that location is a lot of people don't know you could easily get to the Saw Branch walking trail.
Oh, yeah.
Right from there.
Yeah.
And it's 7 miles each way. So
okay.
Actually, I think it's 7.5. You can go all the way down. There's like a little creek.
Yep.
And you can bike, you can walk it, and it's off of the road.
Yeah, that's and the whole thing's paved, right?
The whole thing is paved.
So it's good for biking.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so the next one I went to was in Nexton. Now, there's multiple builders in Nexton. This is a much newer community in the Charleston market. It was voted the #1 master plan community in the entire country a couple years ago. Mm-hmm. But Nexton has a ton to offer, and it's right by our office here. You know, if you think about kind of the best locations in Summerville, it's probably Nexton.
And townhouses are in 4 different sections of Nexton now, I believe.
I didn't find that.
Yeah.
I know there is, but I got lost.
In North Creek, we have some, right?
Yep.
Which is probably in that 300 to 350 range.
Yep.
There's some in Midtown, which is the newest part of Nexton, still a lot of construction. And then Brighton Park.
Yep.
And then, so I guess there's only 3 sections.
I was struggling with that. Well, I wasn't gonna call you out and say you're wrong, because you're not normally wrong. But yeah, Nexton. So one of the best things about Nexton is just the community, the environment, all the trails, the biking trails, the walking trails, the amenity centers. It's just a really beautiful area.
And 2 new shopping centers.
Yeah,
coming.
Yeah,
through.
and super close to our office.
Yeah.
So if you want to live here and be close to come by and say hi to us, it's probably where you want to be.
You could bring us like coffee and cookies.
Yeah, we like cookies. All right, next one, Cane Bay. So Cane Bay has, I'm gonna let you cover Cane Bay. Mark lives in Cane Bay. He's our Cane Bay guru.
Yeah, so there's a couple of different areas with townhomes in Cane Bay. The existing ones are part of Meridian. They were built by D.R. Horton. It's funny, they started with certain features in that townhome community and then went to a little bit less features. So some of them have granite countertops, some of them don't. Okay. Look out for that if you're buying a resale. It's not new construction in Meridian, but they have an amazing amenity center there too, with a little building for pickleball and stuff like that.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you feel like the increase in townhouses in Cane Bay is due to what Meridian experienced? When they started building those, you sold a couple of those.
5 of them.
Yeah. They sold really fast.
Yeah.
So I think that is when the builders started paying attention. When they just couldn't build those fast enough over there, I feel like that's why we're seeing more in Cane Bay now.
For sure. And that's when the prices went from, I sold a couple back in the day at $190.
Yeah.
And now they're almost $300,000.
Yeah.
And that was only 2-3 years ago tops. Yep. And then the other part of Cane Bay, which isn't really part of Cane Bay, but it is Pine Hills. It's another new D.R. Horton community. They are still building new construction out there. The first ones just got completed. So those are coming in right around $300,000.
And actually, we're going to show you here also some of what Pine Hills has to offer. We can put some video in.
Yeah.
I say that, but I'm hoping you can. You can do that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Pine Hills has a really cool amenity center in that they're going to be the first neighborhood like this that we've had in the market that has a water slide.
Yeah.
So like a fishing area and a really cool playground. Pine Hills is going to be a great place to look at townhouses.
Don't think we should go on the water slide.
No.
I might get stuck.
That would be just horrible. Jeff, help! Pull me out! Fire department has to come out and
that'll be awful.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that.
Local realtor.
So Cane Bay in general, Mark, we're super pro on Cane Bay because the walking trails, the
golf cart community,
East Coast has the largest YMCA in the East Coast there.
You can still get to Nexton on a golf cart from Cane Bay.
Yeah, or bike or walk or car, of course. But lots of restaurants. It's a really good place. All right, next one is over in Moncks Corner side of town, Foxbank. And you are pretty familiar with Foxbank also?
Yeah, I lived there for 10 years. They didn't have townhomes when I lived there.
Right.
But they have 2 pools, which are both on this, I think it's like 100-acre lake. And I'll get a funny story for that on the lake.
Yeah.
So I brought my wife and daughter out on the lake in a canoe.
Okay.
It was the first time we had a canoe, and my wife hasn't been in the canoe since because the front of the canoe hit an alligator. And she said, "Get me to shore now."
No.
So
that ended
we haven't
your
been in the canoe
life.
with her at least.
Yeah.
But beautiful lake there, beautiful townhomes.
Yep.
I think there's 2 different builder townhomes in there.
I only found one.
There's only one.
Yeah,
okay.
there could be another one. It was
it was Crescent.
DRB, I think.
And DRB is now
the one that's in there now.
Yeah, so the one's over by Freedom Church, are Crescent built, and the ones over towards the entrance and whatnot.
And
are
Crescent may still be building this.
Yeah.
I
think they're done. They're done with those now.
But there's townhouses over there, so multiple builders are for resales and things. So Fox Bank, a lot of people come to Fox Bank. That is really a growing part of town with industry and jobs. And so Fox Bank has become super popular. And they've put a lot of restaurants in right around it and kind of made its own community right there.
And a new Publix grocery store right there.
Yeah.
Right around the corner. So, and it's on the south side of Moncks Corner. So you can easily get to Goose Creek.
Oh, yeah.
You get to Summerville.
Summerville.
You don't have to go all the way through Moncks Corner.
And you come out and turn left and you're in the country pretty quick.
Yeah, for sure.
Heading towards the lake.
The lakes.
And, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, next one is Daniel's Orchard. This one's interesting. So,
you know this one.
Orchard, my parents lived in this neighborhood. It's a small community, but it is right in the middle of Summerville. If you're familiar, if you're from the area where Oscar's is, the restaurant, fantastic seafood burrito, by the way. Daniel's Orchard is right past that, and they've got existing homes in there and a nice little park and a gazebo, kind of a...
Yeah, I would say gazebo.
Gazebo?
Yeah.
No pool or anything, but they're putting new townhouses up in the front of the neighborhood, and they're going to be lovely. That's a very small, quaint community, but really fantastic location.
Yeah, key is definitely location.
Be right in downtown Summerville in seconds.
You can see all the parades. And
Goes right past the neighborhood.
Yeah.
All right, what am I missing? Hampton Woods.
Hampton Woods.
Crescent, right?
Crescent.
Yeah, so kind of off Nexton Parkway.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. Is this new neighborhood. It's got a dog park. This one is interesting. Right now they have traditional townhouses, and then they have these houses. I don't even know what to call them. They're like two single-family homes which are attached by
the garage. Right?
Well,
it's a storage.
By a storage unit.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's just two at a time, and then they also have the regular townhouses. But nice playground there. Great location to get onto 26, right into
everything
Nexton. Yeah,
yep.
It's a nice builder.
For sure. What are the best amenities, Jeff?
A lot of these have their own pools. Some of them don't. It's all over the board, but clearly Nexton. Nexton's the winner. We're going to show you some video here of the different pools and things at Nexton, but weight room, beautiful resort-style pools, pavilions.
Pickleball,
tennis, walking trails, lakes. It's just a great all-around community. So if you want a townhouse in that, and have that big amenity center, the resort-style pool, Nexton is the winner for sure. All these townhouses vary with what comes with the monthly. There could be an HOA fee. There could be a regime fee.
Yep.
So the regime fee is where it's covering the building itself. Some of them cover the roof. Some of them cover the yard maintenance. Some of them cover the termite bond or the pressure washing. Some of them don't cover anything. It's all over the board in this market. So
you got to really read the rules and restrictions.
You do, and we're good at kind of laying out, if you want one specific. Some people say they want a townhouse, but they want one that takes care of the yard maintenance.
Right. They don't care about the outside of the building.
Right.
They just don't want to.
We can focus in and give you a list of which ones those ones are.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's everything on the townhouses, right? We get calls, text messages, emails from people just like you looking to make the move here to the Charleston and Summerville area. So if we can help you, please do. Whether you're moving in 9 days, 90 days, 9 months, we're here to help you through that process. You can reach out to us by phone, email, text, or the best way to do it, Jeff. Tell them the best way.
There's a magic button
link
somewhere in this description down here,
down below, yes,
where you can jump into our calendars. So you could say, hey, look, they're available Tuesday at 2:00. You can schedule a meeting either in person here in our Nexton office, or a phone call or a Zoom call, and then we can kind of talk you through what you're looking for, what the process is for starting this. A lot of it often starts with the mortgage. So how are we going to pay for this house? And have a conversation about that. But give us a call, schedule a time with us, and we'll get you started heading in the right direction.
We look forward to seeing you.
See y'all.
Bye.